Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so thankful y'all are here. I pray you can find home here, and if so, welcome. A lot of people, including myself, maybe you, maybe somebody that you've known in your life, a lot of people were never taught how to emotionally regulate themselves. And the thing about emotional regulation is that in order to find balance within yourself, within the experiences and the shifts of life, you have to be your own best friend. You have to be so connected and aware of self that no matter what emotion you're experiencing, there's a subtle knowing that I'm okay. Even in this harsh emotion, I'm still safe. I can be upset and not have to release my anger or rage at people. I can be sad and not fall into depression and still clean up and still show up. So a lot of us have been taught that as soon as we feel a negative emotion, we shouldn't be feeling that emotion. It's bad. We should get away from it. We should be happy. We should. Or we feel that emotion and then we use it as a way to rationalize why we don't deserve things, why the person on the other end of that emotion deserves punishment, why this is good and this is bad. So we've allowed our emotions to define us. A lot of us have been ran by our emotions, not realizing that when we become more connected to ourselves, when we become more aware of ourselves, our emotions fall underneath the umbrella of awareness, not the other way around. A lot of us have been operating from, this is how I feel, I'm aware of how I feel, but I'm gonna let it control me. I'm gonna allow myself to be frustrated and treat everybody around me like crap because I'm mad. Everybody around me has to mold and fit into what I need in this moment because I was never taught that I can be upset and still be kind. I can be pissed off and still be respectful, because emotions come and they go. They flow. If you know you're kind of in a space where you may have had moments where you've acted out, you've acted in ways that you know aren't healthy or aren't the way that you want to act and perform as you grow and flow with this life, understand that it's not your fault. This is no blame to parents. This is no shame to parents. But our parents were supposed to teach us how to be our own best friend. When we felt those big emotions as babies, when we felt those big emotions as toddlers, our parents were supposed to guide us through those emotions. Mirror back to us, hey, I see you're feeling sad. Y'all, I'm going into role play mode, but hey, I see you're feeling upset. I see you're feeling disappointed. I see your friend made you feel left out. So let's talk about it. Let's understand this emotion because you've never experienced this emotion before. So I'm going to come down to your level of realizing that I have to teach you how to be a human being, and I'm going to walk you through this emotion. Okay? A lot of our parents did not have the awareness to teach us how to regulate ourselves. Okay? A lot of us did not see our parents emotionally regulate themselves. Our parents didn't have the tools, you know? When you have generations and generations of family that act on emotions, that never even heard of emotional regulation, of course they're going to feel entitled to treat people however because of anger, to splurge the family's money when they're feeling happy out of selfishness. to only do what's best for them simply because they don't agree with the perspectives of the wife and the kids or the husband or whoever. For a long time, many of us have been acting unconsciously, separating from ourselves when we feel big emotions because we weren't taught how to hold our own hand through tough emotions. No matter how bad you feel like you've acted out in your life, if you know that there's more to life, more work for you to do, a better way to communicate your wants and your needs, understand that this is a learned behavior and you're never too old nor too young to learn how to begin being your own best friend. I think that's a big fear of many people, where it's like, I feel like my emotions are out of control. I feel like when I'm mad, I can't stop. I blank out. I this, I that. But understand that you never had somebody show you that way. You have time to think about what you want to do before you rage at people. You have time to decide that you are not your sadness. You don't have to define yourself by your emotions. And it actually is possible to flow through every emotion without going down this spiral of different actions just because you're in a certain emotion. It's possible. It's possible to communicate your needs and be fulfilled by the response you get. I think a lot of us also don't understand the value and the benefit of communication because we didn't see the benefits of communication. Many of us seen the benefit of being deceptive, being sneaky, raging at other people, showing dominance over other people to get your way, to feel in control. We learned how to feel confidence from our parents. We learned how to get power back for ourselves from our parents. We learn how to win in situations from our parents. We learn all these things. So until you become consciously aware of what your intentions are for yourself, for the people around you, you will continue to operate in the ways that you were taught. And the things that we were taught, we do unconsciously by default. We don't have to think to go into what we've learned. So any toxic behaviors that you notice in your parents or in your family that you also notice in yourself, just like you learned those behaviors from your family and now you're emanating them. Is that the right word? I don't know, y'all. And now you're replaying them in your life. Just like you learned it back then, you can relearn it now with awareness, with you actually taking a step back, resting back in your body to see that you actually do have time to decide logically how you want to go about your emotions before you just act on them. You can learn all that. You can relearn all that. Even if you're 90 years old, 99 years old, it's not about the age. It's about the awareness and the want to change, the want to be better. But it all starts with, one, you accepting where you are, being okay with where you are, forgiving yourself, and then two, actually believing that you can do better, that you deserve to do better, that no matter what mistakes you've made in your past, no matter how emotionally dysregulated you've been in your past, you still are just as deserving to be better for yourself, for your future friends, for your future spouse. It's never too late to change. And a lot of us have this very limited survival mindset where it's like, if I'm not successful at this thing the one time I was experiencing it, then I can never be good at it. I'll always have to carry the guilt and the weight You can always change, y'all. You can always modify. You can always tap into a different awareness and decide, you know what, this fits better on me. This looks better. This feels better for me. Even if you can't believe that you're deserving of change, regardless of what you feel about that, still make it a point, make it a intention to operate, to live, to wake up in the energy of, I deserve change. I deserve to be better than I was yesterday simply because I can. You deserve good things simply because you can. You deserve to feel better in your body simply because you can. And the side effects of that is you being happier, you attracting the people that you really want and need in your life. What else? You opening your mind up to even more possibilities, even more changes that would benefit you. Do it because you can. Stop thinking like, oh, I can't change because all these people know me from the past. They know that I'm easily angered. They know that I don't stand up for myself. They know that I wasn't always like this. But anybody that hangs the past you over your head for wanting to change, wanting to be better, is somebody that's obviously not changing with you, and they're observing you be better, and they're observing you live a better quality of life. So they don't matter anyway, all due respect. But they don't matter anyway. Anybody who wants to keep you in the past, anybody who wants to remind you of who you were whenever you're doing better, whenever you're operating in a way that's closer to your authentic and higher nature, is somebody who's stuck in their lower natures and wants to discreetly tell you, you don't deserve that change. You don't deserve to be better. You were just here with me. You were just acting how I was acting. You don't, what are you doing? And I know I'm off topic, y'all, but it all it all fits together, okay? You can change who you are simply because you can. No big reason, no big excuse. Simply because you can. I pray y'all got something valuable out of this video. I know I did. Like, when I allow myself to just flow like that, it's such a beautiful feeling. Like, I absolutely love it. So if you made it to the end of this video, which you did if you're hearing this, I will see y'all in the next one. Have a good night, a good day, a good morning, a good evening, whenever you're watching this. Bye, y'all.